Hello and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I've thought I would do something a little bit different. I'm going to head up to Highdown Hill. This is an ancient hill fort, but it's also the burial place for Sussex kings. So in this ring apparently there are the grave sites of 100 Anglo-Saxon warriors. All of these men were of young age, below 30 and tall, and buried with their weapons. So that's how we know that they are Anglo-Saxon warriors. And also supposedly the burial site for Sussex kings. So we're at dusk, which is supposed to be one of the hours that are very good for thinning down of the veil. So thought I'd just come up here. So I did this at Earth and Woods a couple of weeks ago and didn't get much through Ghost Tube. Did get something though, so not sure what we'll get here. So what we're going to do with this is I've got Ghost Tube live and running on this phone. I'm not going to record with it because if we record with Ghost Tube, it will limit and clip the film down. So I'm just going to have it running, and as you can see, it says it's listening, and electromagnetic sensor is there. So we're going to have a little look around. Right here we are in the location of John Oliver's windmill. John Oliver was a local miller, but it's supposed that he used this location basically to look out into the Solent and to signal smugglers. Supposedly he stored all the smuggled goods up here by the windmill, and those smuggled goods that he couldn't keep in his little house up here, he stored in his tomb, which he had built, I think it was something like 27 years before he died. So it says 500 words are loaded and it's listening. When we did this in Earth and Woods, we did get something coming through just as we were using it now, so right in the centre of the ring. Interesting to see if we get any more EMF or this magnetic sensor comes up or not. Don't. Okay. There we are, getting some words coming through. Not got a huge amount of confidence in this app, to be honest. I think it may be speculative as to whether or not we get anything coming through. We can see it's getting dark over here now, so interesting thing was when we were down by the Roman road, we did get a few words in the Roman cemetery, yet when we went up to the crash sites of the Lancaster bomber and the C-47 Skytrain, we got absolutely nothing. So yeah, it didn't seem to pick anything up over there. So we can see the EMF is remarkably low. What we'll do is we'll head off in this direction. Would have thought with all of this thick chalk that we've got here, we might be getting some kind of EMF. So I'm not attempting to talk to spirits because there's a lot of trickster spirits from my experience and watching of these videos like this where people go to locations. Interesting little bit of tree worship going on there. Very, very lovely trees in this ring. Yeah, I'm not trying to get a communication with any particular entities. Just really testing whether or not this app is any good, and I doubt it is, to be brutally honest. But as I said in my last video, I kind of would have thought that if somebody wanted to make some money out of this, they would they'd be feeding words through to me to try and lure me into making a purchase. But no, nothing. Looks like this path cuts through this barrow, so we'll have a quick hop on there. Also, this area, as well as being a graveyard, was also used by the Canadian military, World War II. It would have been very, very safe up here. But they'd have been looking out into the Solent, maybe firing on some aircraft. Right. Yeah, nothing over this side either. I mean, maybe the don't was a warning that we shouldn't be attempting this. Just a little visual there of the trees and that side of the ring. Families coming up here to play. Very popular with families up here because it's so near to Worthing Town over there. Possible that we're going at the wrong time of day. I mean, it's dusk. A lot of people do this type of thing and it's pitch black. But from what I understand is that the spirits are around at any type of day, and I would have thought the trickster type spirits would be the ones that want to come out at night, because more scary, isn't it, coming out at night than day? But yeah, no Saxon warriors wanting to. Pathetic. Okay, well, that sounds like a trickster, doesn't it? That sounds like a trickster spirit. Yeah, interesting. Either that or the app just trying to lure me in. Very funny. Yeah. What we'll do, I'll just hop down into this this chalk pit over here. Now, this apparently is one of the original gates over here, the eastern gate, and there was some fence posting that was in here, and I'm guessing this would align with the morning sun on summer solstice or winter solstice, one of the two. Yeah, doesn't look like there's a path down that way. Like I said, we'll just head through this chalk pit. See if there's anything comes about in here. This has got a lot more of this gorse here, so might be onto a winner here. Yeah, I mean, not even an EMF, is there? It's I mean, I can't blame them, to be honest. I'd probably, not want to hang around a burial site, to be honest. You want to hang around places that you enjoyed rather than where your body was stuck in the ground. And I've got no connection to any of these spirits, so can't see why they'd want to talk to me, other than maybe a trickster trying to engage and draw me into conversing with them. So just as I was walking away, got something. What we'll do actually is we'll head down to the tomb of John Oliver. So John Oliver is into the esoteric, and he is buried upside down in his tomb. And the thought process behind that is he said that he wanted to be the right way up when the world turns upside down. Not sure what. I know. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, said he wanted to be buried the right way up when the world turns upside down. And upon his funeral, his coffin was carried by, I can't remember the number, but basically virgins dressed in white. Right. Have a look down here. Here's the notice board about John Oliver. This is his tomb. Yep. Still not getting anything. Lovely trees here, absolutely beautiful, lovely autumnal colours. Sadly nothing through Ghost Tube. I think this app was one that was recommended by some of the mediums and YouTubers that use that kind of thing, but yeah, definitely not got any communication coming through. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you could hit a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this. If you don't like it, hit a dislike, and then I'll know whether to make more content just like this. Thanks for watching.